Wake up from the program dream. Feel the real beneath your feet. Shut out all the hollow screams. Let your own thoughts take the lead. In every pulse that shakes the ground. In every note that dares to rise. You're not lost, you've just been found. Beneath this electric sky.
Today we're going to be talking about the World's Fair. We're going to talk about commercials, not really commercials, but advertisements for old world appliances like stoves and refrigerators. It looks like these things could have lasted forever. So what happened where we don't have these appliances today? Because they seem like they were way better way back then in the 30s and in the 50s. So we're going to be taking a look at those and the World Fair, like I mentioned, and also some Tartaria stuff. So I think we have an interesting lineup. I hope this will help you understand more about the world and more about our history. So don't forget to like, comment, and share. Make sure you press the hype button. Let's get this video up to 1,000 likes. And thank you for joining me. And let's go.
All through this season, Walmart will be offering you a great low price every day on videotapes. They're 2 for only $9. With Walmart's everyday low discount price, you'll save anytime you shop. Videotapes are 2 for only $9 every day at Walmart. Plus, don't miss our holiday savings circular for even greater savings now through Saturday. Come to Walmart for savings to make your holiday the best it's ever been.
That's real savings. That's the Walmart way.
You know what's weird? 2 for $9 was a sale back then. At the same time, that was expensive. Videotapes were expensive because we used them to record shows. And this, I'm talking to the people who don't understand what a VHS tape was. We recorded our shows on them, and Memorex was actually a good quality tape, so that was actually a deal back then. It's interesting.
Okay, check this out. These are pretty modern looking refrigerators, but the same company makes these. These are like retro style old refrigerators, but they're brand new. And like these are like grandma colored refrigerators when I was a kid. The company here is Smith, and this thing is about 6.5 feet tall. And my God, you can put everything you bought at the grocery store in here at one time. It's massive. So anyway, if you've got the decor to pull this off, you might want to check out this company because they really are kind of cool.
Here are some things in my 1950s oven that just make sense. The stovetop has 4 burners with 2 different kinds of flames, so you can have a little simmer flame like that, and then a middle griddle. Look at that flame, and then these cleanouts for the stove and the griddle. 2 gas ovens, which I love, and 2 broilers. I can make so much, and then a cover that I put on top at night, and a little nightlight, and then these built-in salt and pepper shakers, which are my favorite. So follow along for more homesteading.
And old-timey kitchen gadgets from 1900 to 2000. Let's take a look at how kitchen gadgets have transformed over the years. From early hand-cranked mixers to vintage toasters and classic coffee makers, each gadget tells a story of innovation that shaped our cooking routines. These essential tools not only made life easier, but also became icons of their time. Enjoyed this look at a kitchen history? Be sure to like and subscribe for more fascinating finds.
Mrs. Will Thompson bought a Frigidaire with super freezer. The neighbors and friends learned of this new oasis and brought their butter, milk, and eggs for safekeeping. One place which, no matter how hot it might be outside,
See, that's smart.
kept the temperature safely below 50 degrees.
What happened to that?
But I do, and I wonder if I'm past the point of rescue. There's no word from you at all, the best that you can do. I never meant to push or shove you. Do you know how much I love you? No, you don't. But I do.
cornflakes. I want the crunch, that crispy crunch. I want the best in my bowl. I want Kellogg's cornflakes. Give me that crispy, give me that crispy, give me that sunshine taste, give me that crunchy, give me that crunchy, give me that Kellogg's taste. I want the best in my bowl. I want Kellogg's cornflakes.
Do you guys remember the wood room from my house tour? Well, what if I told you that this was actually my house's second kitchen? Yes, so this week's project, we have been converting this space back into a kitchen, and our first addition was this 1920s enamel stove. Let me know what you guys think of it.
Wow. Ooh, that's pretty. See, why don't they do that? That makes so much sense.
Because I'm a player, nigga. I'm a pimp, and I don't have to deal with
You got your shirt on backwards. Player.
players. Fuck up.
Snatch the shit off your head, man.
Man, don't worry about what I'm doing. Why ain't y'all do nothing when the fat bitch jumped on me?
Among the colorful World's Fair attractions is a dream home for tomorrow's living today. You'd have to touch the siding to be convinced it's laminated plastic, the key to this house which needs almost no maintenance. The first visitors tour the ranch house, where an invisible family enjoys carefree living. In the boys' room, bunk beds.
Zest fully clean.
Zest announces a whole new kind of clean.
Zest fully clean.
You're not fully clean unless you're zestfully clean.
Introducing new improved Zest deodorant bar. First it lathers you clean, then it rinses you cleaner.
Look at me. Do I look clean to you? Surprise! I'm not fully clean unless I'm zestfully clean. This is what happens with soap. Soap leaves a sticky film on you that won't rinse away. But new Zest leaves no sticky film. It rinses you fully clean.
A whole new kind of clean.
Zest fully clean. Zest fully clean.
You're not fully clean unless you're zest fully clean. Sweet dreams you can't resist. N-E-S-T-L-E-S. A dream as sweet as this. N-E-S-T-L-E-S. Creamy white.
I remember this commercial.
Nestle makes the very best. N-E-S-T-L-E-S. Sweet dreams you can't resist.
This is a 1950s Chambers Model C stove. So this Chambers stove has 3 daisy burners, a thermal well, and a broiler. And the thermal well is kind of like an Instapot, a crock pot, all wrapped into one. You can actually put something here and then cook baked potatoes or something like that on top. You can also, there's another piece that goes in there that is actual pot that would work more like a crock pot. The broiler is kind of like a griddle or like a Blackstone before there was a Blackstone. So you can cook on top of this, but you can also raise it up and you can broil
Wow.
toast or whatever you need to broil right there. So this is the pilot light. It stays lit all the time. And then how you light each burner or the thermal well, you come here and you would pinch this and then turn it like that. And that would light each one of these as well as the oven and the broiler. This is the temperature. This is how you change the temperature. And then this is the timer. This right here is the oven. And then this is used for storage for pots and pans.
Smart.
So where else can you get a stove that has gas burners, basically has a crock pot, Instapot, you've got your Blackstone with a broiler, you have storage, you have your timer, you have your oven, you have a light, you have fan, everything all in one. They don't make things like that anymore.
Sure don't.
It's perfect for somebody that wants to add like a vintage look to their home or just to want to have something different.
It makes sense. It's smart.
Welcome to my Newtown Food Center series where I try out all of the accessories and recipes that came with this vintage system. My page has grown quite a bit since the introduction of this series, so let's review all of the attachments that I've used so far. The system was introduced in the late 50s to be a space saver and to replace multiple kitchen appliances. The motor is built into your kitchen counter and can be hardwired into your electrical or use a standard plug. The very first model only came with 3 attachments, but throughout the decades they end up with 11. They even released the Power Maid, which was an above-counter option.
This 1955 vintage wall-mounted refrigerator will blow your mind. The GE wall-mounted refrigerator, introduced in 1955, was a true marvel of innovation. This magnificent appliance, with its sleek design that hangs elegantly from the wall, was the epitome of futuristic living in the past. Forget bending or stooping to find your favorite foods. This refrigerator brought everything to your eye level. Installed directly above your work counter, it provided extra surface space. Crafted with durable materials like baked enamel and textured aluminum, this appliance was built to last. The innovative design included transparent sliding doors, adjustable shelves, and specialized compartments for butter, eggs, and small jars. The GE wall-mounted refrigerator wasn't just a kitchen appliance. It was a statement piece embodying the spirit of mid-century design and functionality. Like what we share? Follow us for more.
I like that too.
How is it this 1965 refrigerator has more features than a modern fridge? Check this out.
Let's start with the most ingenious door in any refrigerator. It has special places for bottles, spreadable butter, cheeses, even leftovers, and a big picture window hydrator for fruits and vegetables. It tilts down to show you your supply at a glance. And it also lifts out, so you can take it over to the sink when there's a fresh supply to be washed and put away. But that's just the door. Think of all you can store in here on these big firm shelves that roll all the way up to you, so you can get at the food in back without moving anything in front. And how about your frozen things? Oh yes, there's a place for them too, in this big food freezer. Even your ice cubes have a special place for storage, right here. And watch how they get there. You just take out a tray, turn it over, and push. You get a shower of ice cubes all frosty dry and ready to use.
Just the fact that the ice tray self-ejects, that you can remove the veggies onto the bench and pull out the trays and see all the food inside the fridge is brilliant. Why do we not have these features today?
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
There's a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
They've got the best of so much that you really flip your legs from bike to chain. Baby, okay, it is a baby toy store. There is even. I don't want to grow up, so baby, if I did.
I will be a Toys R Us kid.
More dolls, more toys, oh boy. I want to be a Toys R Us kid.
Time to make the donut. Dunkin' Donuts are always fresh. I made the donut. We make them at least twice every day. Time to make the donut. Not a few kinds like supermarket. The donuts. Time to make the donut. But up to 52 varieties. The donuts. Time to make the donut. I made the donut. Dunkin' Donuts. Up to 52 varieties fresh day and night.
And dishwasher. Do you remember the days when dishwashers were a luxury, bulky item only for large kitchens? In the 1950s, the Colston dishwasher appeared, completely changing that notion. This dishwasher was truly just the size of a bread box and was placed right on the kitchen counter. This compact size made it an ideal solution for people living in cramped apartments or modest kitchen spaces. Although the machine operated a bit slowly and required multiple separate loads, it still did a good job of cleaning dishes, significantly saving time and effort for homemakers. It can be said that the Colston dishwasher possessed a unique charm in its simplicity and compactness. It was not just a home appliance, but also a symbol of design ingenuity, aimed at meeting diverse consumer needs. In a context where living spaces were increasingly optimized, the introduction of a compact dishwasher like the Colston was a significant step forward. It opened up access to technology for demographics who previously hadn't considered it, proving that convenience does not necessarily have to come with large size or high cost.
Laboratory made evident many of the requirements of a good kitchen. For example, we have learned that more counter space is required for the making of cookies and bread than for any other mixing operation. Experiments have shown that we need at least 36 inches and that 42 inches is a more desirable length for the mixing counter. Different kitchen jobs have been studied to determine the most comfortable working height for each. To obtain different heights in our kitchen, we use pull-out boards. We designed revolving corner cupboards to make the greatest use of available space. These bring things out in the open, so they're easily seen and reached. We developed a design for a homemade fixture, which would enable the farmer to use modern lighting at minimum cost. A shallow wooden trough in which we mounted 4 40-watt fluorescent tubes was hung 8 inches from the ceiling,
Fluorescent
above
lighting,
the work
though.
centers. And finally, our kitchen began to take form. We planned this kitchen to take care of the preparation of food, eating, clearing, and some food preservation. For making out menus and market orders, we also included a planning center. The planning desk is actually a drop-leaf table on casters, which can become a tea cart or an extra work or dining table. One will have to stoop sometimes. Store here only things used occasionally, like picnic supplies, extra large baking utensils, and odds and ends.
Look at all that space.
Top shelf space is used to good advantage by vertical files for baking pans. This does away with stacking and with stooping or excessive reaching. To supply additional work surface in food preservation, the table from the planning center can be easily rolled over and placed next to the pull-out board. To the left, this worker has a step-saving setup for preparing vegetables. A garbage hatch in the counter eliminates stooping and avoids repeated handling of garbage.
See?
The pail in the metal line...
Come on now.
The pail in the metal line compartment below can be removed for emptying from the outside through an insulated door in the wall. All bins and the compartments into which they fit are designed for easy cleaning.
I love that kitchen. Because why? Why can't we have that? Because it's too expensive, I bet.
In the cooking and serving center are all of the supplies and equipment used at the range. Right above the range are bins built into the wall for foods such as cereals that go directly into boiling water, and also for seasonings that are used at the range.
I don't see the pepper.
Notice how these doors
I can't tell you how many times I hit my head on the cabinet, on that corner of the cabinet.
Serving dishes and range utensils are close at hand. The serving counter next to the range is convenient to the dish cupboards. Sliding doors back of this counter and cupboard give access from the dining room side.
Man, I love this. It's like they're allergic to making good stuff now.
In the dishwashing center, dishes are scraped directly into the garbage hatch and stacked ready for
There's
washing.
another trash hat. Let me show you. No, that's the same one. Okay, it's a different angle.
A double bowl sink provides for both washing and draining. The one on the right is shallow, about 5 inches deep, making for a comfortable height for dishwashing. The drainer hangs across the deeper bowl, with room at the side for emptying liquids. This bowl, because of its depth, 8 inches, is also satisfactory for washing large quantities of fruits and vegetables. Just back of the faucets is a cupboard for storing soaps and cleaning supplies. Extra supplies and a handy wastepaper basket are kept under the sink. After they're scalded and dried, silver, glass, and dishes are stored in adjoining cupboards. Here's a handy rack for drying dish towels.
I thought of everything. But this is well engineered.
Out of the way of meal preparation is this storage closet. Besides cleaning equipment, it has a rack for first aid supplies, convenient for emergencies. The upper section is reserved for a few jars of canned foods, saving trips to the food storage room. This serving counter, adjacent to the range, is convenient to both the dining room and the kitchen dining table.
Strawberries, thank you.
This attractive dining space has been planned to be compact but not cramped. It gives ample room for a table that can be extended to seat 6 comfortably.
What are you doing with that damn hammer?
I don't rightly know. I just kind of woke up while holding it.
Yo! Oh, she's so good! She can play like a real instrument. Oh! Mouth trumpet. Oh!
That's it for our video. Thank you again for joining me today. I hope you learned some cool things. Tell me what you think about these kitchen gadgets. It's so many things that I think that we should have today would be so much easier. But one thing that I did found doing some research, and I encourage you to do it too, is that companies can't make money if they build stuff that lasts forever. Okay? You could probably have a kitchen built like that. I would love to have a kitchen built like that because it makes sense. But I would also want a forever stove and I want a forever refrigerator so I don't ever have to buy again. These products break down in today's age because companies won't make money. If everybody buys a forever stove, GE will go out of business. Whirlpool will go out of business. And that's facts. So they want the manufacturers to stay in business. So that's that. Um, please like, comment, and share, and let me know what you thought about today's video. I'm interested to know. This is interesting things. And on the next video, episode 18, we are going to talk about the World's Fair. I wanted to do more World's Fair in this video, but we ran out of time, and I try to keep them around 30 minutes. So the next video, we're going to get more into the Tartaria stuff. So I'm excited about that. I hope you are too, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye.
Wake up from the program dream.